Hey, welcome back to part 3 of this 3-part series, how to prioritize your mental health, your physical health, and your spiritual health. Let's talk about prioritizing your spiritual health, baby. Oh, the moment you start to prioritize your spirituality, what you believe in, you are going to skyrocket your life. You are going to go from point A to point Z in a beautiful amount of time. Connecting to whatever it is that you believe in is so important because that brings you the confidence of why you're even here, like why you're here in this life. What do you do to prioritize your spiritual health? Do you pray? Do you meditate? Do you journal? Do you connect yourself to your higher self? Do you connect to your stronger self? Do you connect to God? Whatever it is that you believe in. And I want to share with you a quick story, okay? This is going to be a whole nother episode, but growing up, I had no religion. My mom was Jewish. Well, my mom is Jewish. And my dad is, I still don't even know to this day whether he's Christian, Catholic, Protestant, but he's Armenian. But that just goes to show I grew up with no religion because they just didn't bring it on me. You know, my brother went to a Catholic school. I went to church camp. I was both. And that's what I would tell people when I was younger. Again, not to go too far into this, but when I was a little kid, people would ask, "Oh, what are you?" I'd say, "Oh, I'm like Jewish and Catholic." Like, what? You can't be both. And that's just what my parents told me. So I believed them. So I was that. And then as I got older, I started to realize, OMG, I don't know what I believe in besides myself. Like I was forced to believe in myself at a young age because I didn't have like any spiritual practice to believe in. And this is no one's fault. I was able to take care of myself and believe in myself. Again, I could go deeper into that and I will one day. But with that being said, I never talked about God. I was uncomfortable AF when people would talk about him because I had no idea what he was. I had no idea. And as I got older, I started exploring. I went to church with my friend and it was like a really cool church because it was like some celebrities went there. And at the time that was like super cool. And like for me, I'm saying for me at the time, that was so cool. And now celebrities are literally just another human like we are. But what I'm trying to say is I started exploring churches. I started exploring what religion was. My friend got me a Bible. I barely opened it. But anyway, I was open to it and I was curious about it. And I was really curious about it because I didn't want my kids to not have anything to believe in because I felt that was a huge, big piece of my life that was missing. But also everything happens for a reason and it forced me to believe in myself. And I'm so grateful for that. So it's not that I regret it. I just wish that I had a little more knowledge and education about it, but it's fine because everything happened the way it was supposed to. So with that being said, as I got older, I started exploring more and more and more. You know, people would like talk about spirituality and I'd be like, oh yeah, I'm more like spiritual. Like I believe in energy and like all that stuff. Like that was like the first step to it, right? And then I got really deep. I started prioritizing my spiritual health. I started reading these books. I remember the first book I read was The 7 Steps to Success. It's like the 7 spiritual steps to success. And I'm like, ooh, because anytime I would engage in like a YouTube video or a book about like spirituality, it would just make sense, right? And it wasn't anything too woo. It wasn't anything too deep because that's not like the level that I was at because you start somewhere. And so I would read Joe Dispenza. I would like learn about Tony Robbins. I would like dabble in that stuff. And I'd be like, holy shit, this makes so much sense to me. I have learned what it is that I believe in. And so that's my spiritual practice. So I have prioritized that. And the fact that I've prioritized that, I've been able to get to places where I want to get to. I've been able to manifest certain things. I've been able to work with these high-level entrepreneurs who I always wanted to work with one day. I've decided that I wanted to prioritize my spiritual health, and I've gotten so much deeper with who I am. I've learned so much about myself, about everything, about love, about relationships, about friendships, about business. And it's crazy because I didn't know that going into it, but now I'm learning it. And if y'all don't prioritize your spiritual health, I highly recommend it. And again, there's no right or wrong. It's whatever feels right for you, whether your spirituality is your religion, whether your spirituality is just you believing in angels and angel numbers and manifestation. Like, again, there's no right or wrong. You know, we all start somewhere. And that's exactly actually where I started. The first thing I really believed in was like angel numbers and manifestation, because right after my aunt passed away, I started seeing these angel numbers everywhere. And I'm like, what the heck? This is weird. What does 444 mean? And I looked it up and it said, your guardian angels are guiding and protecting you. I said, OMG, how could that be? Because that's so true. That rhymed. And believe it or not, I now have my own jewelry line of angel number necklaces, rings, and bracelets. And I'm actually not wearing it now. I explained why in the first part 1, because I'm recording all this in one day. I went in a sauna, and if you have any jewelry on in this over 200-degree sauna, it burns. So I had to take it off. With all of that being said, my friend, prioritize your spiritual health. Tap into something that feels good for you, whether it's reading a spiritual book, whether it's reading a book about whatever it is you want to learn about. And I've said this plenty of times in this video, there's no right or wrong. And if you have a religion and you have beliefs and you're already there, that's amazing. Are you continuing your practice? Are you continuing to meditate? Are you continuing to pray? Are you continuing to participate in the religious holidays that you participate in, right? Because that overall, it allows you to get closer to yourself. And here on this channel, we talk about spirituality a little bit. So here on A Stronger You, I invite you to prioritize that spiritual health of yours. Go to the seminars, get the coaches, read the books, pray, go to the church, whatever it is that feels right for you. But I hope you guys enjoy this 3-part series. Let me know how you liked it, how you liked the shorter episodes, because I could do this again with many other topics that we have coming. But thank you guys for watching. If you're watching this on YouTube, give it a thumbs up and drop a comment below. Let me know what's in your spiritual practice. If you're listening to this, give it a rate, a review, and share this episode with a friend. But I love you guys, and I will see you next week. Yeah, I think I'll see you guys next week in my next episode. Bye.